Hey guys, I'm over here at Kroger on Goss Avenue in Germantown. I'm at the Germantown Schnitzelburg, showing up for racial justice rally.
That's my favorite group. Hey everybody, I'm so glad you all are here. I'm Sonia, one of the organizers, and that's Gabrielle, who's another one of the organizers. And I just wanted to say a couple things, practical things first. One is, if you haven't signed the email list, please do. Okay, if you haven't signed it, please do. You know, one of the things that's super important is to think about how to be in this for the long haul. And we're so much stronger when we do stuff together. So to get into some group, there's so many different groups. I'm going to send out kind of a compilation of the different groups and what they're doing. You know, I'm with Louisville Showing Up for Racial Justice, and within that we have groups of parents with small kids, we have faith groups, we have, you know, all kinds of work, creative stuff. So just trying to encourage people to get involved beyond the rallies and the protests, which are also super important. I also just wanted to take a moment to, I guess, a moment of silence for the young woman who was a Black Lives Matter ally in Seattle who was deliberately run over and killed last night, Summer Taylor. She was 24 years old. And in that vein, I just want to tell everybody, you know, keep an eye out for each other, especially when we're out on the streets, blocking traffic, marching. Just stay vigilant, because there's been a lot of talk about, you know, using your vehicles to hit protesters. It's been all over Facebook, all over, in response to news articles. When we were on the bridge last week doing that beautiful action, a truck driver actually pulled a gun on us. So, we have to watch out for each other and take care of each other. And in that vein, also at 4 o'clock at Injustice Square at 5th and Jefferson, there's a community healing gathering. And then at 7 o'clock, there's a vigil also there. So I invite you all to come to that. I think 4 o'clock the mural. 4 o'clock, and 4 o'clock the mural unveiling as well. So there's two things at 4 o'clock.
And that's at 11th and Main.
11th and Main? Okay, 11th and Main, the mural. 5th and Jefferson, the community healing at 4. And then 7 o'clock the vigil. So I wanted to invite anybody who wants to, if you want to say a sentence or two about why you're showing up for racial justice, like what's true for you. It doesn't have to be brilliantly thought out, but I know, being involved in this work for a long time, it's really important to get grounded in why we're doing it. And it's for different reasons. So does anybody want to start? Just a couple sentences. I'll tell you that for me, as a young woman, because I've been involved since I was a teenager, as a young woman who also came out queer identified, I felt a connection, and I also felt just kind of like if we weren't all in it together, none of us were going to be free. It also breaks my heart that some of my friends who have, I'm thinking of Shamika in particular, who have young boys. One of her sons is about to turn 13, and I know that Black children are not seen as children anymore, especially Black boys. And we know what happened, and that's not okay with me. I don't want to live in a world like that. So, anybody else?
as a queer, non-binary person, I think that people in our community must be connected, and that no lives matter until Black Lives Matter.
Let's see. So I think I've said this before, but like I grew up in around black people and went to school. A lot of my first friends were black, and I've had interracial relationships, and so they have been a part of my life, and I feel like we're moving so far away from humanity when we don't value lives. So they're our brothers and sisters, and that's humanity. Thank you.
This is important to me because I wasn't brought up to believe these things, and I feel like I was given a blind, whitewashed education. So I know personally a lot of people that don't see this as an issue worth fighting for, and I think it's really important to stand here to like learn and be educated and be in real life with the issue, and like live streaming so that we know the truth. I don't think we've been given the truth enough. So I think it's really important to stand here to learn the truth and to spread the truth, and to try to have those conversations with family and friends that don't understand what's going on. It's really hard to do, but hopefully we can change perspectives and change today to change tomorrow. That's all.
I'm out here because, as Fannie Lou Henry said, no one's free until we're all free. And I support Black Lives Matter because this is a problem that white people created, and it's our responsibility to fix it. So that's why I try to be an accomplice and not just an ally.
I just want to say that I don't want to live in a society where it's acceptable to kill and to treat other people, especially people of color, unjustly.
I feel like culture is something that's really hard to build, and it's really easy to fall apart. It's like as much as you can work on something really hard and it just crumbles without vigilance, I suppose. And I think that's just, it's like voting. You can't just vote and act like that's the end of your participation. That's it doesn't, you just don't just walk home and forget about it and let them take care of it. So.
Anybody else who hasn't yet?
You get your sign.
Okay. If anybody gets moved to say something, please just come get the mic. Really, really beautiful to hear why everybody's here. And please do sign the sign-up list, because we're gonna have. Last week we had
I'm
a
thinking
workshop
about it.
about how
I'm thinking about it.
talk to your coworkers, family, friends who don't get it, and how to do that in a more welcoming way. So we're doing a lot of different stuff. So please give us your name and number, and we'll stay in touch with you. And thank you all. Thank you. If anybody feels moved to lead some chants, that'd be awesome too. That's all right.
Thank you so much for what you're doing here today.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for being here. Anybody who didn't sign this yet? We want to make sure we get everybody on here.
Again, I'm here in Germantown, in front of the Kroger, Goss Avenue. This is Germantown, Schnitzelburg, showing up for racial justice rally.
You all want to chant?
We'll chant.
No justice! 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 Say her name!
Taylor,
Say her name!
Breonna Taylor,
Say her name! Say her name! Say his name! Say his name! Say his name! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! I guess I'm not good at this.
You're doing great! Just keep going. No
What else can we
justice.
say? What's another good one, Sonia?
I'm trying to think. There was one we were doing on the bridge.
That's a good one. You can't stop the revolution!
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
Can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
Can't stop the revolution.
What was the one about democracy? This is what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like.
Say her name!
Breonna Taylor.
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 Alright, here we go. No justice, no peace! Prosecute the police!
No justice, no peace. Prosecute the police.
No justice, no peace! Prosecute the police!
No justice, no peace. Prosecute the police.
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 Anybody else want to suggest something?
I'll definitely sign that here in a minute.
Okay, yeah.
As soon as I'm done streaming.
Are you from Germany?
Frankfurt.
And are you here for this, or you just happen to be here?
No, I live here. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my mom's
I'm
from
from
here. My dad
Amsterdam.
was. Oh, awesome. Neighbor. Hi, howdy, neighbor.
Yeah, we have a little bit of residual, but
I get
some
it.
of the best activists are German in Europe.
Yeah.
I went to Germany. I'm a filmmaker, and I went there to show this film, and it was like the best experience because people knew and could relate. It was about a political prisoner.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And Germany's been through it, so you know they went through the whole '80s thing, and yeah.
Yes, yes. I feel like we have.
But I have no idea what.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, that's probably it. First apartment to my cousin.
oh!
It's my favorite yearly.
Spontaneity.
Hands up.
Spontaneity.
Hey, are y'all all Germantowners?
Change 502. Change 502. Change 502. Change 502. 502. Change it. Get better 502. Let's make a difference. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Prosecute the police. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Prosecute the police. her name. Breonna Taylor. Say her name. Breonna Taylor. Say his name. David McAtee. Say his name. David McAtee.
Good, how are you doing? Did you get an email? No, I just live down the street. Oh, you want to sign up? I would love to, yeah. We gotta cause all kinds of hell. I know. I've mostly just been. We need to be organized. I know. I was like, oh, you know what? Oh, is this hi. Hey, what's good? What's good? Yes. Oh yeah. Hey, I talked to y'all. I got out of jail on Wednesday at like 6:30. Yeah, this past week. Yeah. Well, it kind of is a little funny. Oh, hey, what's good? What's good? What's up? Yeah. I got that live stream I got arrested out of the car. That was you? That was me. That was you? Yeah, that was me. Oh my God. Yeah. I could not believe you submitted me. I was like, I mean, okay, but yeah, they were.
We're here in Germantown and Goss Avenue, right in front of the Kroger. This is Germantown, Schnitzelburg, showing up for racial justice rally.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
No justice, no peace. No justice,
No peace.
no justice,
No peace.
no justice,
No peace.
prosecute the police.
Well,
You said, can you share your story with him? What happened to you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She got arrested that night.
at the bridge? At the bridge or where at?
She's a live streamer too. Kinsey, you want to tell them what happened to you?
Oh yeah, so I
I'm
don't know
live
if
right now. Is it alright if I get you on camera?
Oh yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. I've already. I don't know if you saw where the Bearcat ran into one of our protesters, but I was in the car right behind him. Hello? Yeah. And they had us trapped in the Chase Bank parking lot. And so they rammed into his car and sent him flying across the street. Like, it was crazy. And I pulled up closer and I started live streaming, and I got out of my car to ask him what his name was so we could get bail project going. And the cops like saw my phone and turned around and started like ripping me and my roommate out of the car. And the guy who I had was like hitting me with a baton and shit. Like before I was like still sitting in my car seat, and he's like screaming at me and hitting me with a baton. And then he said that I assaulted him because I put my leg up to block a baton. Yeah, so then they took me out of the car and like threw me down and all that. And
So self-defense is an assault now, I guess, huh?
what'd you say?
So self-defense is an assault now?
Yeah. Well, and I've had like 12 plus surgeries in my life on my arm that I was like, I've had a breast vasectomy, like I've had all sorts of crazy shit, and that's why I was blocking myself, because I was just like, I could not believe this guy was like, first they told me to leave, so I was trying to leave, and then he comes up and opens my car door and starts screaming at me to get out, but then he's hitting me with the baton, so I can't go anywhere. So yeah, they arrested me, they let my roommate go, they didn't let my roommate take my car home, they towed it, they insisted on towing it because they were mad at me. And I was wearing a Blue Lives Murder t-shirt, so I'm sure that didn't help.
So now you have charged. You have two felony
I've been
charges.
charged with 2 felonies and 3 misdemeanors.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. One of them assaulting an officer. Then they said that I assaulted a social services worker, but I never even like encountered one. So the CO in jail, the guy was like, "Oh, I bet that's just an error code. Like, I bet they didn't mean to put that on you, and they just did." Yeah.
They're really fucking up people's livelihoods.
Yeah, they really are. Like, I literally was like, I'm afraid I'm gonna lose my job.
Yeah.
I work for Norton. I don't care to say it, but like, I'm just like, oh my god, like, damn.
Have you talked to an attorney yet?
No, I've talked to a couple attorneys, but I don't have a set one yet.
Do they think it's beatable or what? What do they think?
What did you say?
Sorry, there's a mask here. Do they think it's beatable or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every person I've talked to thinks it's beatable because of the live stream posting. They're like, it's very clear that they assaulted you, and like, you know, nobody Mirandized me, like nobody.
Right.
Yeah, like I had, yeah. Well, and so the guy asked me if I had car insurance, and I said yes, but he wanted to go into my car to get it, and I was like, do I have to let you do that? I was like, plus the car insurance on my car is expired. My car insurance that's current is on my phone. Like Geico like emails you proof of insurance, right? So I was like, if you give me my phone, I can show you proof of insurance. He wouldn't do that, and so they charged me with failure to provide insurance because I didn't let him into the car. And then they also charged me with expired tags. My tags expired at midnight that night.
Wow.
Yeah, at midnight that night, and the whole reason we didn't have them like renewed. Fuck you, pig.
I know.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I just was like, ah.
I know. It triggers you.
Damn. Oh yeah, the governor signed an order because you can't go renew your registration online. You have to go into the county clerk office, and they just reopened the county's clerk's office. So like, that's not gonna stick. But that's what they got me on, and I was like, I'm not stupid enough to go to a protest with expired tags, but maybe I am. I don't know.
Were you the person that posted that video? Yeah, I saw that. You have got 2 felonies for
2 felonies and 3 misdemeanors.
Wow.
Yeah.
For just saying, hey, what's your name?
Yeah, well, the officer said that I assaulted him when he was getting me out of the car, fuckhead, which I forgot. But it's okay. I'm not worried about me, honestly. I'm just more pissed off than anything else. I feel bad for Tez that because first LMPD said that he hit them.
Yeah.
And then when I went on wave 3 and said otherwise, LMPD retracted their statement and said, well, after, their words were like, after additional review, we've come to the conclusion that we in fact did hit Mr. Dickerson, but he was driving erratically on the sidewalk and we were trying to preserve human life, which again is also not true. But they like, he got his car at an impound and like they're not giving him any money to repair it.
Really?
Yeah, he needs like $6,000 worth of repairs to his Jeep and they're not giving him a dime.
Yeah, I mean the dent's on his car, not on their car, so it doesn't even make any sense.
Kinsey?
Yeah.
Kinsey?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So your friend paid $1,000 for your bail?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the Louisville Bail Project, they were trying to pay.
They were trying to, yeah, so they were, well, and I know that there's more than one bail group, and I don't want to say the wrong one. Like, I can't remember which one.
There's the Louisville Community.
I think it was the one with Shamika and Holly.
So the Louisville Bail Project.
Yeah, because I'm friends with Holly, so, but they were trying to pay it, but the guy went and opened two different files under my name while I was in jail. So like they were trying to pay one, I don't know how it worked exactly, but they were telling me about it after the fact when I got out. But basically like Bail Project was trying to pay and they weren't getting anywhere because they had me under a different file or a different name. And so then my friends were just like working on it at the same time and they got it first, kind of is how it worked. But
You gotta have friends like that.
I know, that's what I said. I was like, realest roommate ever.
You might wanna
Sarah
ask
Porter.
Any water, so
Mom.
have mercy on yourselves. It is 1 o'clock. We'll come back next week, and we will, 4 o'clock down at Injustice Square, and 7 o'clock are actually, you're all invited.
Can you give her one of my cards, please? I got a bunch of cards for you back there.
Yeah, I know. They tried to lie on him.
No, you said you wanted some.
He was not. I mean, I thought they were going to kill him. What I kept saying. I was like, I thought he was going to be dead.
Yeah, they're all for you, or however many you want to take.
Think so? I forgot. They arrested like
No, you
15
said the other day you wanted some.
There were like more dudes.
Oh, for me.
Yeah.
Okay,
if you
did
wanna
you
give
give
her
them
one.
some?
No, those were for you, but I was going to say if you want to give one to her.
But yeah, only a couple of us in like the women's holding from protesters had felonies, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I literally was like, I really want to wake up this morning and go get bean because I really just want to treat myself. And then I saw you all down here, and I was like,
You
damn.
deserve it.
Damn. Yeah, I was like, oh, I have to.
You're all caught up in it now.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Well, yeah, thanks for being out here. I like your March Against Monsanto shirt.
What's
Oh,
up?
thank you.
What's up, bud?
What's your Instagram? Are you posting this on Instagram?
This is on Facebook, but she's got a card right there.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say you should please add me. Thank you.
Yeah. Follow his page.
I'll send
Mainly
you
YouTube and
friend request.
Facebook. Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
So, this is what I cover right here is rallies and activists. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Good for, yes, man. Okay, bet. Are you part of the independent media deal we started?
Hopefully I will be.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah.
I'll add you and I'll get you hooked up with that.
Nice. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
because LMPD is going through this whole thing where they're trying to say you can't be a protester and media at the same time.
Right.
Which is bullshit. You know it's bullshit.
And I do activist media, so that's directly
yeah,
aimed
exactly.
at me. You know what I mean?
Right
So,
for you. Yeah.
guess that means I might not be able to raise my arm up as much when I'm streaming.
You got to keep your hands down. They can't know that you're an activist. Yeah.
Yes.
They can't know.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. Share this out. This is wrapping up. This is in Germantown at the Kroger there, Goss Avenue. This was the Germantown Schnitzelburg shows up for a racial justice rally. See you guys next time.